Good evening, traders. Good evening, Philippines. Today is Friday, and I thought it was Thursday. Friday, June 18th. And before I begin, here is the usual disclaimer. Any comments made during this live stream should not be taken as an order to enter trades. I do not provide any type of signal services. This live stream is strictly for educational purposes only to illustrate how I trade the legacy strategy that I teach my students. Any past performance of the legacy strategy is not indicative of future results. I must also emphasize that I'm neither a licensed nor professional trading advisor. I am a retail trader, like mostly all of the traders that's basically viewing this. So, with that said, again, we're end of the week, and usually, sometimes it's really the market behaves weird during the end of the week. So, looking at this, you see we had a big drop off during the overnight session prior to the opening. You can see there, right? Just scroll it all over. Look at that big drop off. I was unable to enter the trade there. I had a coaching session. I actually had one trade before the opening, which is right here. You'll see right here to here. I'm done. That's 5 points, two contracts. That's done with $500. So I'm pretty much done. My goal. But if I see a nice high probability setup, then I'll probably enter it. But right now, I'm sitting with the 500. I'm pretty much done, reaching my daily profit goal. But like I said, if something basically speaks to me, I might consider it, but we'll see. And if I do that, I'd probably do it for maybe one contract. To tell you the truth, in fact, that's what I'm trying to do. So since I reached my goal, I will adjust this to one contract. I don't want to be risking too much and giving all the way back. So where's that one contract? And there it is. Okay, so right now, as you can see, we are below the ETH VWAP, and we are sitting right now. Right now, we're technically above the RTH VWAP, so we're in between the two. Again, there's a considerable size gap between the two VWAPs. So therefore, what's going to do? Price will tend to now go towards the other VWAP, in this case, the ETH VWAP, to basically close the gap. Eventually, during the whole day, this gap will be to the point where it's no longer a significant distance. Either one would be on top of each other, both the ETH and the RTH VWAP. But in the meantime, right now in the opening, there's some gap there, so it's going to try to close it. So what I'm trying to do here is maybe look for an entry, which is actually high probability setup right now, as the deviation levels for the RTH session is establishing itself. So now we get down to the most in the -2 deviation went down right here, right? So at the same time, it went to maybe +3 deviation on the other side. Well, it actually reached the -3 here as well. So basically, we went to the +3. So now we're going between here, between this is around -2 and 2 and say 2.25, and also correspond the same way. So that's what it's doing right now. Trying to settling in, trying to determine what direction. But like I said, it's going to try to close the gap. But as you can see here, we're getting what? We're getting lower highs and higher lows. So basically, we're in a wedge. Array, right? We're more like a wedge going on right there, as well as this one right here, right? More like a wedge going on. So we'll see what happens. It's going to break. What's going to break? And we'll make our move then. But right now, we're in a wedge. And I think I already saw where that move was right there. Again, bouncing off that trend line, that wedge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on mute. If you know exactly where I'm gonna try to enter, right now it's trading within that wedge, as you can see. Most likely it might just gravitate toward that in a range, in a channel, and grind. Basically, that's what it is, consolidating right now. After having that big drop, we're now in consolidation right now. So we'll see what's going to happen here. What's going to break out? What's down to the downside? Will it continue going down, or will it reverse and try to hit that ETH VWAP? Put this on mute, and we'll see what happens.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
So there, pretty much done for the day. Let me see if I can bring out my numbers here. It's the end of the week, and I don't want to be too much into this market, staying too much time in this market. So let me see if I can get my numbers here. Where is that? Again, I traded one contract, was already hit my goal, right? Well, I said right here before the market opened, right? So I had 500, had a small lot, excuse me, had a small loss on one contract, right? So came back, and I thought I got, well, I did. So it was more than 5 points. If you see here, entry price 480, exit price a little over 5 points, basically 5.25. Now, if I was trading two contracts, that would have been over 500, another 500. Would have put me over 1,000 for the day, but again, I'm being conservative. Made 700, which is good enough for me. Just basically, it's not how much money. Again, the psychology here is how much money can I make? It's rather how much money can I lose? You want to minimize your downside, meaning your risk. So that's why I went, since I already reached my goal here at 500, I just decided to scale down to one contract. If I do lose, which I did, there was which was a minimum loss. But at the same time, I got more of a return on my win trade here. But I would have gotten more if I had two contracts. But I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at what am I risking? I don't want to give back just in case all the 500 that I won already, right? So that's the mindset you have to have as a successful trader, and that's what I try to teach my students about that. It's not how much money you can make. If you can make a certain amount consistently, eventually it's going to build up your account. It's not how much money you can make in one hitting home runs all the time. So anyways, done for the day. End of the week. Enjoy your weekend and stay safe. And as always, God bless. Take care, and I will talk to you guys on Monday. Oh, by the way, don't forget, I have, I want to remind this, I have a 2-week free online course to teach the basics of day trading. If you guys don't know what a chart looks like this one, you'll learn what it is. We trade on a tick chart rather than on a time-based chart. I'm using here in this example, I'm using candlesticks, but I'm using it on a tick chart, basically transaction-based rather than time-based. There's a big difference, and you'll know exactly why in that 2-week session. In fact, during that 2-week session, what you're going to be learning is basically the following. The basics of price action. What else are you going to learn there? You're going to learn the basics of price action, the two indicators that we use trading this strategy. We actually use 4, but I'll just give you the 2. And what else? You'll learn that. You'll know more about how we use momentum in entering our trades. And basically, it's a 2-week online session that's free for people who have no experience in trading and want to know how to trade. Basically, what the principles are. That's what it is. It's a 2-week session, total of 6 sessions, 1-hour sessions, and it's completely online. You'll be provided a free NinjaTrader platform. This is the platform we use to execute our trades. You get to download that for free and simulate trades, basically do sim trades to practice. And you'll eventually know, wow, I know how to trade. But we won't teach you the strategy. We'll just teach you the principles. So those of you who look at a chart, don't know what these lines and bars are all about, at the end of those 2 weeks, you'll learn what they are. Okay? So I will go to my page or go to my YouTube page as well. I will provide the link there for the 2-week online course. Again, it's going to be held Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 p.m. Philippine time, which is basically 7 a.m. Eastern time in the U.S., those of you in the U.S., but it's going to be recorded. Okay? So if you're interested, register. I'll provide the link on my Facebook group page, my Facebook page as well as my YouTube channel. Okay? Again, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care. God bless. See you guys on Monday. Bye-bye.